Today is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while. I want to make a little more collector-based content on my channel because that is ultimately at the top of why I do anything in Pokemon, because I love collecting. It's why I buy, sell, grade. It's also that I can really make a little extra money so that I can buy stuff for the binder that I've got here. And today we are going to jump into my personal collection to look at the first section of my master binder, which is my Houndoom cards. So let's jump right in. So this is it. This is the master binder that I keep, where I really just store every sort of collection that I've got. So starting off is my Houndoom collection. Obviously, we got to keep that at the front of the binder. First page, we can see that we've got a lot of the Destined Rivals illustration rare Houndoom. I love this card. I just think that this is the best modern illustration of Houndoom. So I picked a bunch of these up. I try to pick them up really every time that I see them. Just whenever I'm at like a show or something like that and I see one, I'll try to, get a couple dollars off and then add it to the collection. If it ever does like go up in cash, I just want to be able to have some to sell so that I can fund other collection pieces. And it's just, I think, such a cool card that I want to keep a bunch for myself too. So awesome card, just the best modern Houndoom illustration. So 12 of those here. When we go to the second page, we can see we've got a couple more up top. This one is actually the Korean variant. And if we look at this, it's actually interesting because the colors are like sort of muted on this copy. I mean, it looks pretty good still, but like, especially when we look at the back, like you can just kind of see that it's like a light, very light blue instead of like a darker, more royal blue. So something I noticed when I've actually graded Korean cards is that I think you can get dinged for that color not being correct. So just keep an eye out for that if you're grading those. Right here, we've got a basic energy artwork that I got from a friend on Instagram, Doug, aka Complex Dex Flex. This is a really cool card. I just asked him if he could make one of these for me. Obviously, I paid him, but he made this and a Bulbasaur for my wife. So, Doug, appreciate that. This is a really cool card. I think these are the best cards to have in the collection. Just little custom pieces that, are a little different and just kind of jog a memory if someone nice you met along the way. Right here, we've got some of the uncommon and common Houndooms. I've just started trying to collect these a little more. When I started off, listen, I was all gung-ho and I was going for the big dogs. And I'm glad I did in retrospect because they've gotten harder to find and they're more expensive. So I'm glad that I started off a little overzealous. But one of my favorite uncommons is this. This Houndoom is just the OG like gold and silver Johto artwork, I think. And it's like, this is just the standard, I think, like first issue Houndoom artwork, right? Like this is what you would see in the game guide for the Game Boy games of Houndoom. I love those old guides. I really want to start picking some of those up because those are just like super special to me because I used to have all of them. So, this Houndoom is just that artwork. It's so good. It'll always be a great artwork for me. And then looking here, we've got, like the Team Rocket Returns artwork. This is really good. We'll see this again later. But a couple e-reader Houndooms that are really cool, non-holos. Again, the artwork was just insane. This is a Mitsuhiro Arita artwork right here of Houndour. That's just like, I mean, it's just a next level artwork. It's so good. These are the kind of cards that when I'm at like a show, man, I just flip through those common and uncommon binders and I'll find little gems like this. So very cool card. And now we're getting into some of like the rare, ultra rare, like lower tier Houndooms. I don't really have a great rhyme or reason of how I've sorted all of these, but it's kind of like supposed to ascend in rarity, but I've got illustration rares up front. I don't know. I haven't done this probably the way I anticipated. But as you can see, we're getting into some of those. So one of my favorite Houndooms is absolutely this Mega Houndoom EX from XY Breakthrough. I love texture on cards. I think it is just super cool, and I love the detail that goes into like a really highly textured card. And this is definitely one of those. I mean, this thing is insane. I love the color scheming on this, just like the oranges and the greens is such a cool color scheme that you don't see a lot. So I really like that. Mega Houndoom is a phenomenal mega like variant for a Pokemon. Its mega form is done so well. So I think that's really cool too. And then obviously with these mega cards, you've got like the move that goes across in Japanese on the English cards and vice versa. And it's just so cool. Like, this is such a good card. One of my favorites. And then we've got this Breakthrough Houndoom EX, just regular form. Another one that's really cool. Like, the texture on this is next level because they just did texture back then so well. This one looks insane. The colors are perfect for Houndoom. It's such a cool card. I really, really like this, and I'm glad that I've got multiples. It took me a while to find an English copy, and then I just happened upon another one at a card show earlier this year, so I picked that up too because you can never have too many Houndooms. We've also got the Japanese variant right here, so that's really cool. I know a friend of mine on Instagram, Doombrion, was looking for a Japanese one. I wish I had two of those so I could send him one, but that is what it is. Coming down here, we've got some illustrations. We've got the Houndoom from Brilliant Stars, which is cool, you know, with Grimsley in the back. That's a really cool artwork. Then we've got the Shrouded Fable illustration rare. There was definitely, I think, a lot of hype around this one, you know, for some Houndoom fans, because this came before the Destined Rivals one. And I like this illustration as well, but you know, like I said, I'm a big fan of like color on my cards. So the fact that this one's predominantly like gray and black, you know, it just knocks it down a tier for me. I'll be completely honest. I think the artwork's exceptional. It's scary. It's terrifying. And I think the colors are appropriate for the artwork. But, you know, when I talk about cards and what I like visual appeal, colors get me every time. So, but this is still an awesome Houndoom. And a cool memory behind this one too. My wife, you know, pulled this out of the first pack of Shrouded Fable we opened. So that was really fun just because I told her, I was like, you know, this is the chase. This is the chase, and got it right away. And that's a big thing in my collection too, is like, I've got memories behind a lot of these cards. It's, you know, something that that's why I like having a binder in a collection, just all the memories that you kind of pack into it. You know, this one I picked up at a card show earlier this year. I know people didn't like the gimmick of the reverses in Prismatic, but I actually love these. I think these look so cool. So I'm a sucker for texture. Like I said, I think the Houndoom artwork and Houndour artwork that they got in Prismatic's really good. So this is definitely a really cool card. And if you're a Houndoom collector looking for a good budget piece, right here. All right, going to the next page, this is where it really heats up. We've got a bunch of like vintage Houndooms, and the artworks back then were insane. So we're going to see some really cool cards here. Starting off, we've just got some like Heart Gold, Soul Silver era, EX era at the top right here, Japanese and English. Really like these. I've got the Unseen Forces stamped Houndoom right here. Reverse, this is really cool because, you know, it's a rare, so it's got like the gold naming and HP lettering, which is really cool. And then the Unseen Forces stamp, like Unseen Forces is such a cool set, and to have this stamp from that is really cool. The artwork on this one's okay, not my favorite, but obviously I'm just a huge fan of some of the other aspects of the card. I think the background's really cool. So moving down, we've got some of the Team Rocket returns right here. I mean, these are awesome cards. Both of them are so well done, but like this Team Rocket returns reverse with the set stamp is one of my top 5 Houndooms all time. This card is incredible. The holo on it is awesome on this reverse with the, you know, energy symbol pattern, but like, dude, the artwork is absolutely insane on this one. is perfect. It is a perfect artwork. It is so good. It is just one of my favorite. I love like this silhouette in the background of Houndoom, just looking up at the moon. So good. Team Rocket Returns, such an insane set. So like that set stamp put, you know, it just means a little extra since the set was so crazy. So pick this up from a friend on Instagram who vends. This is really cool. And again, another memory. He posted this earlier this year and I was like, dude, I need this. Like, let's make a deal. I'd love to support someone on Instagram who, you know, I followed for a while. Those are the fun deals to make. So, you know, if you're a collector out there and you don't have an Instagram, I highly recommend it just because you do find deals like this. You can find cards and you can tell if someone's reputable. You know, they'll definitely, there's a presence of their profile so that you can trust them. And I've done a lot of deals like that. And this is one of my favorites. Next, my all-time favorite Houndoom, the number one, is Neo Revelation Double Holo Error Houndoom. This is as good as it gets. This is, I think, it's my favorite Houndoom artwork, and it's the double holo error just makes this insane. I mean, this is next level stuff. This is the best Houndoom out there. I would love to pick up a first edition double holo error. I don't think that's in the cards maybe at this point, but dude, so good. I love this card. I picked this up a while ago before these gained a little popularity in the last year. This thing's beat to shit. I mean, it's heavy play, maybe damaged, but man, I just cleaned the holo off and it looks so good. I love this card. It's so awesome. It's so cool. And quick bonus, because of that, I did have to bring out my other copy that I've got, tag 4.5. Again, memory behind this one. My wife actually eyed this at a Collecticon and she was like, I'm pretty sure this is the double holo error. And I was like, I love you, honey. You are the best. So she scouted this for me, and I sent this one in to get graded. It got a 4.5 because it is also definitely heavy play. But again, man, like the holo looked really good. And it was a deal. I think I got this for like $50. Like, it's so cool. So this one's staying with me forever. I love this card. So I'm happy to have two. I wish I had more. But since I got that slab, I also picked up this one. This was the first tag card I ever graded, the Battle Styles Black Star promo with from the Build and Battle box. This was in a 10. I don't know if anyone else has graded one of these with tag. This was a pop one last I checked. So terrible Houndoom artwork. Honestly, I hate this artwork, but I mean, it's pop one. Back to the binder. Yeah, that I've got the normal variant of that as well. So another cool card, but definitely does not look nearly as good as the double holo error because it's just, I mean, right here, no holo. Then we've got, again, a top 5 Houndoom. This one is so sick from Versus series, and I'm trying to make sure I can get this on the camera. But like, it looks like this one, someone's like drew over it. Like they put a piece of paper, probably a kid, when they were little and tried to like trace it. So I love that it's got that on there. That's so cool. Just knowing that like, some kid had like a bunch of fun with this card and was probably like, damn, this is a sick artwork. I want to draw this. So I love this. I wish there was like a holo variant too. I don't want this specifically to be a holo because I think the cloud artwork is really sick. I wish there were two because I would love to have both of them. So a very cool card, just an insane artwork. All right, now we're coming up on obviously the heaviest of heavy hitters. We've got the Mysterious Mountains Houndoom, you know, the Japanese version of Sky Ridge, and this thing is pretty clean. I picked this up 3 years ago, I want to say. Man, I paid like nothing, it feels like, compared to the prices today. This thing is, it's so sick. I'm trying to make sure I get this holo right because it is incredible. You know, such a good artwork. This is actually my current #1 chase, is just the Sky Ridge English version of this. I'm really trying to find that in okay condition. I'm really, the big thing I'm looking for is like that the holo is clean. But man, dude, you can't beat this old E-series border, insane artwork, just some of the best, some of the best. So Mysterious Mountains, awesome card. And then we'll roll right into the Japanese version of Aquapolis, the town on no map. And this is my number 2 Houndoom all time. I love this. Right behind the Neo, this is such a sick artwork. I mean, you just like, dude, it's so good. Just like how it's perched and just like, I just looks like ethereal. Like if you saw that, you would be like, dude, that thing is out of this world. Just a really cool card. The holo pattern in the back is sick. The artwork just like kind of like, it looks like it's in a wasteland. I mean, dude, they just like, they don't make them like this anymore. This is, you know, my favorite card. The holo on this is in great shape too. Just the best. Like, I love it. You can tell. I just like, I don't even know what to say, man. I love these old Houndoom artworks. These cards are so sick, and I'm just so happy that I have these in my collection, and I got them when I did. Good stuff. And with that, you know, we've got that in Japanese, but also this is in the background of most of my videos. We've got a PSA 5 of Aquapolis. Picked this up earlier this year. $400. I don't even know if that to this day is a good deal. At the time seemed like it, but this thing was a PSA 5 and it was in such good shape. Like I'm still thinking about cracking it. I just really like having it in the background of my videos, because everything was great about it. It literally just has like this huge white mark on the bottom and like another one somewhere that probably knocked it down to a 5. And I'm like, this is a great binder copy, but it's a great just display copy too for, you know, being a PSA 5. So we've got that too. This card is amazing. So love this. We'll see if I ever crack it. I think it depends on when I get that Sky Ridge copy. So moving on, we've got the Team Magma's Houndoom right here. This one's really cool. Another just like crazy good holo. Again, picked this up dirt cheap in Japanese a couple years ago. So it's cards like this that I'm glad that I got early on. Now, going to the bottom, we've got some other insane ones. This one I actually recently picked up. I've got 2 Houndoom Primes, but I want to pull this one out. This one's actually way more beat up. It's hole punched. Someone hole punched this back in the day. Looks like they probably kept it on a keychain or something like that. So really cool to have the hole punch Houndoom. Yeah, this one I picked up. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. And I didn't know the value at all. It was just, I couldn't resist. But then we've got another Houndoom Prime that I picked up for also 20 bucks, but just a much longer time ago. And man, like these Prime cards are so sick. Holo is awesome. The border, the name being holographic too. And like just a great Houndoom artwork with the moon in the background. So super cool card. And yeah, this thing's, you know, not in like the best condition, but man, I probably picked this up for like 15, 20 bucks back in like 2023. All right, and then we've got an obviously iconic card for the Evolution line, the Neo Discovery Houndour. This thing is insane. It's such a good artwork, and this copy's got such a good holo. I actually picked this up damaged from a local LCS a handful of years ago. It was really creased at the corner, and the holo was pretty beat up, and I just restored it. I do like using card restoration for things like this for my personal collection. Cards that I know I'm not gonna sell or do anything like that. If I ever really had to, I would just mark it as altered so that the buyer was aware. But like, man, this was a $15, $10 or $15 pickup, I think, at the time. And it looks so good in a binder just because I was able to flatten it out a little bit and get that holo pop in. Crazy swirl on it. So an iconic card, and I just absolutely love this. Like, this was the one that really got me hooked on the Evolution line when I was a kid. And then we can see a Neo Destiny Houndour I just picked up last weekend is just here because there was an open spot. So threw that in there. So I got some reorganizing to do. But yeah, last page right here. I'm hoping to fill this out, you know, with the rest of the year. But we've got the Gold Battle Styles Houndoom, which is a really cool card for me because I just remember getting back into Pokemon in the Sword and Shield era, and, you know, opening Battle Styles was the first booster box I opened. And I mean, I just like, I love Houndoom. I always loved Houndoom. So knowing that was in the set was like such a cool chase. I never pulled it, but it was just really cool having that excitement. And I love the gold cards. And, you know, this one's the shiny Houndoom. You know, you can see it's blue. So I just thought that was awesome. So this is a cool card to have just to remind me of like the excitement of like getting back in. You know, I feel just as excited today as I did. I probably even more than when I got back into this. I've just really enjoyed this over the last, you know, 4 years. So it's really cool to have that. But then, yeah, we've got the Neo Destiny Houndoom, Dark Houndoom right here. This is from my childhood collection. So again, super special. Like having these old cards, and, you know, looking through these and just remembering, you know, collecting as a kid, like so cool. You know, those are the things I think as an adult, as I got older, I just was like, oh yeah, you know, I tried to like, you know, I'd never looked back on things like that really. So, you know, having this is awesome. Just the incredible artwork on this one too. So sick. Like another probably top 6 Houndoom. This is probably my 6th favorite Houndoom artwork. And to have this from my childhood collection is awesome. And you know, that brings us to the last one, which is the Neo Discovery Houndoom. This one I think is derpy as hell. I don't know. It's just a weird looking Houndoom. It's got weird little eyes. But you know, it's a Neo card. It's a classic. So I still love it. But that brings us to the end, man. I love, you know, collecting, and that's why I wanted to make a video like this today, just to go over, like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not just buying cards and grading them, man. I'm buying cards and grading them, and I'm using all of that to buy more of these cards for my master binder. It's my favorite way to collect. You know, if we flip this over, we can see we get into some Charizard. So we'll have a future video for that. But thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite Houndoom from today? There's a lot of options, so I'm curious to know. But again, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the support on this channel so far. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.